morning, good evening, anywhere you are watching WYTV. You're welcome to another edition of News Review where we talk about the headlines that made up the newspapers of today. My name is Ahmed Abbas Olatunji, but you can call me Sidon J, and I'm in the studio with...
I'm Ambassador Rochi Morilua, son of the prophetess. Good afternoon to all our viewers all over the world.
All right, I will do it on this show. I'll do start with Punch newspaper. But before that, the sponsor for this show is still Nokpa Abals, and you can as well be one of our sponsors. You can call the number you're seeing on the screen, or you can send us a DM, and we'll get back to you as soon as possible. On Punch newspaper today, fundraising for ransom persists. Ekiti pupils families pay 15 million naira. 10 hospitalized as police cult groups clash in Lagos schools. How gunmen killed my colleague. Ekiti monarch recounts narrow escape. Niger residents protest high cost of food living. Then on Vanguard newspaper, presidency attacks Atiku again over criticism of economy. Former star footballer Danny Alves' rape trial begins. Police confirm death of suspected lovers in Lagos apartment. ADP Labour Party wins Senate rep seat in Plateau rerun. Then on Daily Post newspaper, wake up, Nigerians are heartbroken. Mbaka tackles Tinubu. Kwaramona's killers demand 40 million naira ransom for release of abducted wife. NYSC stops posting corps members to very unsafe states. Kurt turns down Fubara loyalist bail request. These are the headlines that made up the newspaper of today. Let's go on a short commercial breakdown. When we're back, we'll talk more on some of the headlines. Don't go nowhere. Stay tuned.
When life breaks into the beautiful splendor of nature, and the kids can't just resist the temptation to explore to its zenith with the full assurance that the perfect backup is on the way for a perfect refilling. Nokpa, we always come to the rescue anytime, anywhere, any day, anyway, anyhow, round the clock. Your family just can't get a better companion aside Nokpa. Nokpa Abba Mixture, your family's best bet.
With Nokpa, healthy living is guaranteed for me and my family.
With Nokpa for management of power.
Welcome back from that short commercial break, and that's our sponsor, Nokpa Abbas. If you just joined the live, we're still on News Review on WYTV. The first headline of today is in Niger residents protest high cost of food and living. So currently in Mina, that's Niger State, today, a protest was staged, whereby we see police officers trying to, disrupt the protest, turning tear gas on people, residents of Nigeria, on the fact that they are fighting for what they want. And it's not only Niger State, because I think places like Lagos, Ogun, and every other part of the country is feeling the same way. But these are people, they are bold enough, to come out in masses to protest against this bad economy.
I believe they should have come at the earlier stage when the hike of price, when the price of food is being hiked. Then I wonder why policemen will go out there to obstruct a peaceful protest. Maybe the police in question will come out and say they will not be informed that people are going on a peaceful protest. Even though you will not be informed, I believe there are some ways that you need to do things that won't get out of hand. Now, the set of people that came out to protest on high cost of living in Nigeria, they are also fighting for the policemen. How much is their salary? There was a video that went viral, I think last 2 weeks, when a military man who said he had spent almost 9 months in the Sambisa forest that wanted to go and see his family.
And I'm getting to the garage
where you're supposed to board the vehicle.
The price of the vehicle
was 35,000 naira.
And he's being paid 50,000
naira in a month. Whereby the military man said he had to go back to the forest. That he won't be able to go and see his family member. Somebody who has been in the forest for the past 9 months. Now, they are all fighting for the rights of the so-called Nigerians. Why are we behaving like this as if we don't even know what is going on? Maybe they were being called by their higher authority that they should go and despite people who were
Sir, the way I say this, you know, we have to be looking at things in different angles. The first thing I want to talk about is, before you can stage a protest, there are ways to go on doing that. Because now, it is a peaceful protest, yes. But we have some people amongst these people that is protesting, that their aim is to hijack that peaceful protest and turn it into another thing. You know, trying to use it to rob and, you know, turn it to something else that will lead to people running up and down and using that opportunity to break people's shop, break into people's market and all.
Now, you see, we've not even listened to the side of the story, the both side of the story. Maybe this set of people have been writing to the Nigerian police that they want to go on peaceful protest, they need protection, and they refuse to grant them their request.
Well, the residents of Minna, the Niger state capital, have flooded the streets to protest the rising cost of food and living in the state. The protesters, in large numbers, blocked the Minna-Bida road at the popular Pakungu roundabout at early as 7 a.m. this morning. Effort by the police to control the crowd almost resulted in violence as protesters asked police to leave, forcing the police to fire several shots in the air to disperse them. So now, with the look of things, I feel there is nothing like a written document or any written agreement between the police and the protester, because no one is. It is seen here like people just gather in numbers and started the protest.
Let me say this: when the ex-president Goodluck Jonathan was on seat as the president of Nigeria, do you know this set of people, so-called APC, came out to protest? Were they being backed up by some gang of policemen to go to before they could go on the protest? Were they being dispersed? You could remember at this Lagos, where we are, where there's a protest that was being staged at Ganifa Eme Park in Ojota there. There was nothing like obstruction then. The people came out to speak out their mind. To my own surprise, the former governor of Ekiti State, I don't know why Nigeria has not declared war by this time, could come out and say they knew what Jonathan did then by removing subsidy was good enough for the government, but they had to stage a protest so they could gain access to Aso Rock. Well, automatically, you play people with politics.
Well, this has not been the first time, because checking the past leaders, this is how they operate. You see, one thing I want people to understand is staging a protest is a very good thing to me, but it is not affecting the government at all, either you like it or not. The only thing that they are worried about for them bringing police officers out there is the revenue they are going to lose today in that state. But talking about the peace of the community or the state, it doesn't concern the government, the state government at all. So they only bring out police to disperse people because they believe that if there is no war in that state today, there is not going to be money they will be generating today. So that's the reason why they have to bring police out. Okay, go and disrupt what they are doing.
So what do you think is going to be the way forward for them to listen to the yearning of the masses? Do you know how many people that have been crying out there based on...
Sir, that's one of the reasons why we have NLC. You see, it's a very...
Is it the same NLC that doesn't have mouth again to talk?
Thank you.
The same NLC leader that has gone to collect bribe from them, that is not saying anything what is going on?
Thank you, sir. This is it. It's a very simple thing. We are now in a in a development era whereby social media can transfer message anywhere.
Do you know how many people that have been crying on social media at the end of the day? They will still tell you you're
about crying. If they want to have anything like that, they should not park themselves on the streets. They will always come for them. They will think they want to hijack anything. Everybody, all the how would I call it? Everybody has a group chat on WhatsApp. There is a reason for them having that group chat. Send message there. We are not going to work today. Either NLC join them or not. Everybody should send message in their parastatals. We are not working today. In the school aspect, we are not going to school today. In the secretariat aspect, we are not doing this. In the hospital, we are not going anywhere today. Everybody will be at home, and the federal government, the state governments will have to ask, why is everybody not coming to work today? Then they will know that.
Thank you. Do you know when Tinubu was campaigning? When he was campaigning? No, after he was sworn in as the president of Nigeria. He said, if you like, with what I'm doing, you go on protest. You go on strike. If you strike 100 times, if you strike 100 days, it's not going to yarn to He's not going to
Well,
listen to
he's
you.
just saying that to threaten people. We are the power. They don't have any power if we are not existing. Because check it, if Nigerians are home for good 3 days, the government will know because they are eating from us. They are generating money from us. All the revenues they are getting is from the citizens. So let us stay at home for 3 days and see what they are going to do. They will beg us to come out. They will come out and give us another sweet mouth talk. Don't worry, we'll increase this with a lie. Because they know.
Throw one bag of Indomie around the country. So you people can keep quiet.
That's what I'm talking about. Like if Nigerians can come together and stand on one word, like okay, let us use one mouth against the government, we are going to win them. But because we have some people, even if in our family, in a room, if we have a round table talk, okay, let's talk. This is what we are doing. You will still see one
person that will support.
Yes, there will always be a black sheep of the family. All right, let's move on to the next headline here. Police confirm death of suspected lovers in Lagos apartment.
It is not a new thing that we are. It is not a new news that we are hearing. We have been hearing different kind of people taking them. I believe they are not couples. They've been taking themselves to hotel. You see, there is a need to advise our people out there. I was reading something on social media. You taking drugs because you want to last on your partner. You are killing yourself.
Killing yourself, yeah.
Because the more within that 1 minute nodules that you normally perform, go and check your heartbeat. So automatically, will you taking drug while you want to last or want to satisfy your partner? If care is not taking you, just die in the process. At the end of the day, your partner, your wife so-called, or your girlfriend so-called will still go and move with another person. So instead of you hearing what your woman is saying that he wants you to satisfy him more, it's better you tell the woman.
I don't want a 2 minutes.
It's better you tell the woman to go out to go and satisfy himself than you to just die before your time.
Well, the Lagos State Police Command has confirmed the death of a man and a woman suspected to be lovers in an apartment in the Ojodu area of the state. The command spokesman, SP Benjamin Hundeyin, confirmed the incident to newsmen today. He said the sudden and unnatural death was reported to the Ojodu Police Division on Sunday at about 9:10 a.m. According to him, the lifeless bodies of the lovers, one Adebayo Adesheko, 30-year-old, and his partner, Sarah Adesanya, 36, were found at their apartment at number 8B, Bete Street off Shoyemi Bamako Estate, Ojodu Bega, Lagos. The spokesperson said on the strength of the information, a team of operatives from the station immediately went to the scene. Uday said the operatives photographed the scene and evacuated the corpses to the mortuary for autopsy, while investigation into their death continued. It was learned that the man was a filmmaker who had a misunderstanding on Saturday with his lover, which degenerated to heated argument and to a fight, resulting to the woman's death. It was further learned that the man allegedly stabbed himself and died after he discovered that the woman had given up the ghost. A picture from the scene of incident presented the police as spokesperson revealed the man lying in a pool of blood.
So sorry to hear
So
that.
different stories.
Different stories.
You know, that's why I do like it when you made mention of we not putting Nigerian matter on our
head.
Yes, because so many things is on our mind every day normally. You know, family problem, business problem, economic problem, and all. You see, that's one thing I wanted to say. Maybe they wanted to enjoy themselves. You know, taking themselves to the hotel is another thing, and there is another thing there. The hotel in question is in problem now because that was spoil market.
No, if truly the hotel is registered, there's nothing bad in there's nothing bad will happen.
You know our people. That's when they will start saying that place there is evil stuff there.
It depends. You see, no matter what you say from morning till night. This advice that we are giving to people out there not to put Nigerian matter on head is just an advice.
Yes.
Anybody that wants to listen will listen. He that doesn't want to hack into the voice will still go on in putting Nigeria. Do you know how many people out there hanging themselves, killing themselves, poisoning themselves all because of the hardship?
Well, let's move on. That is for them. You know, we just tell them rest in peace. That's all I could say to the deceased. But Kwara Monarchs killers demand 40 million naira ransom for release of abducted wife. So after killing the husband,
The
he still wants to
husband,
collect
when
4
they
million
for
naira.
40 million naira.
40 million
40
naira
million
rather.
naira.
Now, if
For the release of the wife.
if they should pay 40 million naira for the
Would that bring the dead man
okay,
back
you
to
want
life?
you've turned her to a widow already. So what is expected of her? Because I don't know why.
Where would the woman even raise the money? The man in question that died, the
husband. That's
is the
supposed to
husband,
come
and
through.
he's an ex-military person. According to the story, we heard that when they got to the palace, they don't even know where they're going. But when they got to the town, they branched in and
beer
beer parlor. They drank and purchased beer for a lot of people out there. At the end of the day, they had to ask the guy who was
So they use that to gather information.
gather information that they were going to the King's Palace, they don't know them. So it was the guy that now introduced them to, that now point the King's Palace to them. I'll get it there. According to the story, we heard that the king in question have traveled for the past 3 days. It was that day the man came back. The man was sitting on his chair, right in his sitting room. They ordered the man to stand up. It was like a kidnapping case. When the man now refused to stand up from the seat,
So that was when they shot.
that was when they shot him, now kidnapped his wife. Now you are demanding 40 million naira. I wonder why when I heard the story news this morning, when the president, the governor of Ekiti State was applauding the president of Nigeria for the safety arrival of these kidnapped school children. Their parents came out to say they paid 15 million naira ransom. Why are you now applauding them?
So there's even one question me I want to ask.
I don't know.
Why do we have to register for BVN and NIN? Because I feel these are the reasons why we registered for them. They can easily trace different things.
The same set of people that were being called to come and trace, were they not those that have been an informant to those bandits? Last week or week before, 3 policemen was dismissed in Ogun State. Why? Because they robbed somebody. Forcefully, they forced the guy to transfer 312,000
yes.
into their account.
Yes,
the driver they were even using were not a member of Nigerian Police Force. Are you now telling me now, when you go to the station, you have an information regarding a kidnapping case or a bandit case, you now get to the station, this set of policemen were those that were there, were on duty that day, that were laying that complaint. And they were one of those people that have been given this set of people information, working with them. Will your life not be at stake?
Well, unknown gunmen who killed Oba Olusegun Aremu Cole, Olukoro of Koro Ekiti in the Ekiti local government area of Kwara State, have reportedly reached out to the family of the late monarch, demanding a ransom of 40 million naira for the release of the abducted monarch's wife and one other member of the family. The monarch was shot dead at his palace on Thursday, while his wife and 2 members of the family were abducted in the community. Though one of the captives was reported to have been released owing to old age, the government had earlier placed 100 million naira ransom on the 3 victims, but have now reduced it to 40 million naira, according to the report reaching the news. Chairman of the Transition Implementation Committee, TIC, in Ekiti Local Government Council of Kwara State, Chief Kehinde Bayode, in a chat with reporters, also said that a suspect was apprehended in Eruku town on Sunday. Efforts to reach the police public relations officer, PPRO, in the State Police Command, Ejire Adeyemi Tong, for confirmation of the arrest of a suspect did not yield positive results. Sir, why is it that anytime they need these PPROs, they don't get through them? If they send them a message, they won't reply on time. If they call them, they won't pick calls. And what is the reason? Why are they working? Why are they the PPRO? Because I don't get...
And there are some numbers that were being given out there, should in case you see any information you want to pass to the policemen. Or these are some of the numbers. You call the number from morning to night, they won't pick.
So why are you giving us the number? Why are you calling yourself the PPRO when you cannot listen to the complaint of people? I don't understand. I think federal government should do something about this. If people are not capable, if they are not,
what do you expect federal government to do when the system is not working fine right from the top? What happened to the rest of the body?
This country is gone. Well, however, it was gathered that the State Police Commissioner Victor Olaya has deployed a tactical team to Koro Ekiti in collaboration with other security agencies to fish out the perpetrators and rescue the abducted victims. The council chairman, while speaking on efforts made to free the abducted wife of the monarch and the other person, said that the kidnappers had got in touch with the family, demanding 100 million naira ransom, which has now been reduced to 40 million naira. We are still negotiating with them, and right now I'm on my way to Koro to get the latest information on the negotiation. We will continue to brief you as the situation unfolds and we'll keep you posted, he added. Sir, is this how we are going to continue?
And you know the funniest part of which, they might have some informant within that area.
Exactly.
They'll be telling them this is the move, this is the next line of
move.
This is what they do, this is what they are trying to do, this is what they are doing.
Imagine kidnappers asking for cough syrup, tramadol, fried rice,
all these sort of things. And the funniest part of it was that when one of the security personnel visited that place, they said when they tracked the phone of the KBC that was being killed, the monarch, the phone, the location of the phone was in Abuja the following day.
Wow.
Around, you know, it happens around 7 p.m. in the evening.
In the night.
The following day, around 11 a.m., the phone tracker said the phone is in Abuja. Automatically, maybe they were trying to divert the attention of people. They may ask one of the suspects, one of the killer of this monarch, to travel to Abuja and go and drop the phone
somewhere there.
So they would think as if.
That's true. But you know, they are not just kidnappers, they are professional kidnappers. Because they've been doing this for a long time. It was because it was the king, the monarch they abducted. That was why the news is out like this. Just imagine if it was not a
just
king.
Ordinary person that were being adopted.
Well, this is where we're going to be ending it on the show today. Don't forget to follow us on all our social media platforms on TikTok, Instagram, X, and Facebook, YouTube at Wisdom Yard Online TV. My name is Ahmed Abbas Olatunji, but you can call me Sidon J. Thank you so much, Ambassador, for joining us on the show.
Thanks for having me.
Don't forget that the sponsor for this show is still Nokpa Abbas, and you can as well be one of our sponsors by you can call the number on the screen or you can send us a DM. We'll see you again next time on News Review. Be good and enjoy the rest of your day.